Hi friends, my name is Aki Dearest. So I'm going to be making this video based off of a situation that had happened not too long ago, but not too recently. But it was a situation that happened between a really good friend of mine and a guy that we just met at a convention, who would have been my friend if this entire argument had not happened. But before I get into the story, I want to let you guys know of what kinds of people these two are. So my really good friend that I brought to the anime convention, she actually doesn't really watch that much anime. She's only seen bits and pieces of Attack on Titan, and she doesn't really keep up with anything that's new. Yet her most watched anime is Sword Art Online. And it's actually an anime that she's pretty passionate about, and I'm okay with that. You know, she's actually a really cool person, and I hang out with her because of that. She respects anime, she respected anime enough to want to go to this convention, so I brought her along. Now, this other guy at the convention was actually a very analytical person about anime, and he was very knowledgeable in all of the anime that he watched, and you could actually have a pretty good debate with this guy. And I'm okay with that too. I'm really glad that you know that much anime that I could actually talk to you about all the specifics and down to just the artwork about animes, which is why I would have actually been friends with this guy. But getting into the story, me and my friend were at the convention, and I decided that I want us to go to the arcade. So then I tell her that I want to go play Dance Dance Revolution, and she's just like, okay, and then we go to the DDR mats, and she sits there on the chair. And then, as I'm about to put my tokens in, that guy is standing right next to me, and off the bat he just asks if he can go against me. Which, to be honest, I actually had a feeling that this guy only wants to compete against me so that he didn't have to wait in line. And you know, we rock at it for like 3 or 4 of the songs, and I think we both got A's. Then afterwards, he starts talking about how he's been playing DDR for years and how he's apparently competed all over the world. And then he starts asking me how long I've been playing DDR, and I tell him like over 10 years, like I've played most of the DDR versions. And then he's just like, okay, oh, that's cool. And then he starts asking me what my favorite anime is. So I told him it was Fully Cooley. And then the look on his face was as if I was a child, because I guess he was trying to pre-assume of my reasonings of why I like that anime. So I told him it's because I really like the artwork, that the story is really symbolic, and it's simple but complex at the same time. It's just a really beautiful anime, and the soundtrack is amazing. I love the pillows, and the character voices, even in dub, are amazing. So, you know, he lets it go, and he's just like, okay, yeah, that's really cool. And he didn't even know that they were making a remake when I mentioned that. In fact, he actually didn't even believe me. And I'm like, no, it's on the internet. Like, you can see for yourself that there's an actual remake of Fully Cooley being made. My friend then is just sitting right next to me in her chair, and then he starts asking her what her favorite anime is. Now, I know she's about to say Sword Art Online, and before I continue with the story, I just need to say that I know that Sword Art Online actually has a really big group of people that hate that anime, and I'm hoping that if you're watching this and you hate that anime, that you actually hate it for your own reasonings, and rather not because everybody else around you hates it. But anyways, getting back to the story, I'm having a sense of regret that I kind of just want to make an excuse for us to just kind of leave so that I don't have to hear her say Sword Art Online, because I feel like this guy's really going to criticize her. And just, you know, she's a really introverted and kind of shy girl, so she just says, oh, actually, I really like Sword Art Online. It's like my favorite anime. Oh my god, and the face that this guy had made was so disgusting, because it's as if he scoffed at her. You know what? Let me just do an impression right now. Really? That was really rude. And right off the bat, she already knew that he was judging her, so she looks at me for a split second, and that look is telling me that she wants us to go right now, and she wants me to end this before it gets any worse. Unfortunately, before I could even do any of that, because I didn't want to cause any conflict, he starts cracking down on her of asking her why it's a really good anime. Like, that's not why we came to the arcade, dude. Like, I just had you play DDR with me, and now you're going to try and start an anime debate here with her? And her not being an anime analyst, she gives a very simple response. I just really like the anime. I don't know. It's just really nice. That would have sufficed with me. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I can say that with a couple of animes too. I don't know why I like them. Like Umaru-chan, I don't know why the fuck I like that. There's nothing that happens in that anime, but it's damn cute. That's all I can say. Well, he's just judging her like no tomorrow, and he starts cracking down of why it's a bad anime. Like, are you trying not to get her to watch SAO anymore simply for your benefit? he cracks down so hard at her that I can see that inside she's really pissed off, even though it wouldn't look like that to you, but I've known her for so long that I can tell. And then afterwards he's just like, well, I actually like have a whole list here of like really good animes that you can watch, you know, because like SAO is just kind of like for people that don't really know anime. And then that's when I really wanted to stop it, so I just grab her hand and I just tell him, oh, we have to go to a panel, bye. But he really wanted to continue with this conversation, so he just tells us, oh, okay, yeah, I can just follow you guys to the panel and then we can talk more about this. But he's already made her uncomfortable, and I feel a little bit offended here for her. So before I even say anything, she actually lets go of my hand, and then she looks at him and just says, oh no, it's okay, you can just stay there. And I burst out laughing so hard. Because she's such a shy person, I already knew that that's basically as bitchy as she was ever going to get. Which I'm glad she did that, because if he had actually gone with us to the panel and if he had even crossed the line even more than how he already has, I probably would have been kicked out of the convention. I'm just kidding, I'm not really that aggressive as a person either. But in the end of it, I felt really bad for her, and I felt bad about the entire situation, and this was her first anime convention, and for her to go through that entire situation of being judged by somebody who knew their anime very well, versus somebody who only watched anime every now and then, I really honestly felt for her. So I'm making this video just for you guys, just to let you guys know that you don't have to be the most knowledgeable person about anime. It's not easy, trust me. Like, I'm not even that much of an anime analyst myself, but I respect both types of people as long as you're not being a dick to one another. And why is that? It's because we have one thing in common. No matter if you're an anime casual or an anime elitist, whatever you may be, it is that we all enjoy anime. We all go to anime conventions for the same reasons, and as long as you're not being a dick to one another, I'm okay with you. You should be okay with me. But a situation like this really just has me hold my head down in shame, because the fact that I didn't even really become that assertive in this situation kind of puts the blame on me too, because this is her first convention. If you're very knowledgeable in your anime, then that's awesome. Let's be friends and we can talk about all these different types of animes. But I really hope that I don't ever have to see this again where those two types of people have to collide, because it's really shameful for somebody to have to look down upon someone like that just because they liked an anime that you don't. Anyways, that's all I really had for this video, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading quite frequently, but I actually need to let you guys know really quickly that me and Goldheart Films and Avian Hero are actually working on a really big project that's set to come out like mid to late October. We've been investing a lot of our time and money into this, but just needed to let you guys know that. So videos may or may not be coming in more frequently, but just giving you guys a heads up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, or you have something else to say about this entire situation, put in the comment section down below. Or if you have a story that you'd like to share, also put that in the comment section down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!